Welcome to Figure Feedback. My name is Jeremy, and I want to show you this really cool print that I found recently. It was over on Coast 3D, and it's all about folding terrain. If you're into tabletop gaming, or maybe you just like to do dioramas and you're looking for some terrain that'll be easy to just transport around because it folds, I got one sample to show you. Now, this is from Death Zap Studio, and they do have some sample files over on Coats that you can print to see if your printer is capable of keeping up with the different tolerances and whatnot. I printed this particular piece here on the Snapmaker U1. No supports necessary, and it took one attempt to print all of this out. And if you do find that you like the way that this turned out and you want to get even more, they do have like a complete set for this Gothic ruins foldable terrain design, and they're selling it for like $7.10. But here's how the whole thing works. Now check this out. So it folds flat, just like this, and it comes in these three pieces. The first piece is this larger piece here that's just sort of for the outer wall, so this side here and this side here. And then these parts here that are just kind of flapping with gravity, these are two smaller pieces, and they have these little nubs on the ends of these pieces as well as in the middle, and it's a hinge design, so you just have to slot them into the appropriate place on the side of this wall piece, and you just have to kind of snap it in there. It's going to be a pretty tight fit, and you just have to basically line up the little circular pieces that print on these smaller pieces to the indentation that's on the larger piece, and you just kind of work it in there. And once it snaps into place, everything just starts to snap into place, and then you are able to simply put that down, and then these two fold downward just like this. And because of this hinge system, when you have it flat down like this, it's not going to like sink any lower than where it is now. It can just fold up like this for transportation, and then you can see these two pieces just sort of come together. You can slide this into a bag or, wherever, and then when you're ready to go, you can just set it down, and then boom, you're good to go. The detail on the walls of this, I think, is pretty nice. I know I printed this on white filament, but I'll do my best to show you exactly how this looks. As you can see, it's got this cool bird insignia, which doesn't represent anything, nothing at all. This is completely generic. You can use it for whatever you want. It's not about some particular brand or universe that currently exists. Well, what would give you that idea? Come on. But anyway, I printed this in a 0.2 millimeter layer height. I didn't do anything fancy with settings, and I changed the infill from grid to either crosshatch or gyroid, one of the two. And like I said, there was no supports necessary for this, and it turned out really, really nice. This is just something fun. It's something that I haven't seen before. And I know that there's other examples of different folding terrain out there that you can also print, but this one just happened to be the one that came across my algorithm. So I printed it, and I just wanted to share it with you because I think it's pretty darn cool and very useful. It's nice and sturdy. It's not wobbly. And then the other thing is, because I printed this out of PLA, I was just sort of wondering, well, how would the hinge system hold up over time? Because you're just using PLA and you're just moving it back and forth. But I don't really think that's an issue, because when it's folded like this, there's like no stress at all. And even, these hinges were completely weak. It doesn't really matter, because when you unfold it, it's just going to lay flat like this anyway, and it can't go any lower than this because the hinge will not allow it to go lower than the position that it's already in. So I feel like this will be just fine printed out of PLA, but you can use PETG if you want a little bit more security, especially from any heat conditions for everything else. But I think this is pretty darn cool. So if you're interested in printing terrain and having foldable terrain that you can take with you, go ahead and check out that link in the description. I'm not associated with them in any way. It's just something that I found. I thought it was cool, and I wanted to share it with you. So yeah, folding Gothic terrain. One of the cooler things that I have found so far. So that's going to do it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Till next time, take care of yourselves, and I will speak to you soon.